Hello, grade 4. How are you today? Today we're gonna talk about a new lesson. It's the capacity. What is the meaning of capacity? Capacity is the amount of liquid a container can hold. What about the liquids? All of us know the liquids like water, oil, juice, milk, something like this. And what about the container? The container, anything has a space to filled by a liquid, like the cup, the bottle, or anything can filled by the liquid. So the capacity again, it is amount of liquid a container can hold. Okay. And in our daily life, we deal with the capacity in different containers, like the cup of milk or the bottle of milk, bottle of water, bottle of oil, and something like this. Joys, perfumes, anything could measured as a liquid. So let's talk about the measuring of the capacity. How can I measure it? If I consider this here, I have a small cube. Okay, all of its dimension is equal 1 centimeter. As we know, the cube is a solid with all its faces are squares. That means all its edges are equal. So the solid, it's a figure can filled with something. That means it's a solid. I can put inside it a liquid. So when I have this small cube with 1 centimeter each, and I want to measure or consider it as a unit of measuring capacity for the small things like the perfumes, like the medicine or something like this, I use this units. It's called milliliter. It's called milliliter, and it is the capacity of a cube-shaped container of side length 1 centimeter. That means but here if I have to measure a big unit of capacity, and I have to use a bigger unit of measurement. So if I have here a cube of 10 centimeter each, that means that's bigger, that can use to measure that should use to measure big amount of liquids. So this unit it's considered a bigger unit of measuring capacity. It's called liter. So the liter is the capacity of a cube-shaped container of side length 10 centimeter. Okay, let's return back to the milliliter. Here, the 1 milliliter, when I want to get the capacity, as I get the volume. When I get a volume of a solid, I multiply all the edges together, multiply all the dimensions, and here all the dimensions are equal, so the cube has edge, a length of edge, so I multiply them together. So 1 centimeter multiplying 1 centimeter multiplying 1 centimeter, that means 1 multiplying 1 multiplying 1 gonna equal 1. But what about centimeter multiply centimeter multiply centimeter? It will give me cubic centimeter. So now the 1 milliliter equal 1 cubic centimeter. The two units are exactly the same. Okay, what about the liter? The liter, as we said, is a largest unit of measure capacity. So the 1 liter, here I put 1 decimeter multiply 1 decimeter multiply 1 decimeter. Why I put decimeter? Because as we know, the 1 decimeter equals 10 centimeter. So I consider the edge of this cube that equal 10 centimeter. I considered it 1 decimeter. So it's gonna give me 1 multiply 1 multiply 1 equals 1, and decimeter multiplied by itself for 3 times, it will give me cubic decimeter. That means the 1 liter equals 1 cubic decimeter. These are the two units I should use to measure capacity. Okay, here capacity is usually measured in liter and milliliter. Liter for the big amounts of liquids and the milliliter for the small amounts of liquids. So here the 1 liter equals 1000 cubic centimeter. And as we said in the previous slide that the cubic centimeter is it's already the millimeter. As we said, the 1 centimeter or cubic centimeter is already equals to 1 milliliter. That means the 1 milliliter be can be equal to 1000 milliliter. Again, the 1 liter equal 1000 cubic centimeter, and as we said, the cubic centimeter is exactly the same like milliliter, so we can replace the milliliter, the cubic centimeter, with the milliliter. That means 1 liter equal 1000 milliliter. Okay, we should notice that the half liter, it's considered like a half of a thousand. The half of a thousand gonna give me 500 milliliter, like this, in this shape. And the quarter liter, it's a quarter of a thousand. That means 250 milliliter. And the 3/4 liter equals a 3/4 of 1000, so it will equal 750 milliliters. The three fractions of a liter, half liter, quarter liter, and 3/4 liters, we should save it well. So, okay, how we convert units? As we learned before grade 4, I said it many hundred times, from big to small, multiply, from small to big, divided by. So, when I want to go from liter to milliliter, here's I'm going from big to small, so I should multiply. Multiply by what? By the 1000. As we said, the 1 liter equal 1000 milliliter. And if I want to go from milliliter to the liter, that means I'm going from small to big, I have to divide it by small to big divided by the what? Divided by 1000. So big to small, multiply, small to big, divided by 1000, or multiply by 1000. Okay, as example here, 3 liters equal how many milliliters? Let's stop for a second here and ask yourself, am I going from big to small or small to big? Here I'm going from liter, I want to convert from liter to milliliter. That means I'm going from big to small. Multiply. Yes, I should multiply the 3 by what? As we said, multiplied by 1000. So 3 multiply 1000 equal 3000 milliliter. Okay. The second one here, 5000 milliliter. I want to convert it to how many liters? So I'm going from small to big. I'm going from milliliters to liters. From small to big divided by, that means I should divide it by 1000. 5000 divided by 1000. The 3 zeros will fly with the other 3 zeros, and it will be only 5 liters. Here is the last one, 9740 milliliters. I want this to be converted to liter. We're converting from milliliter to liter. That means from small to big, we should divided by 1000. Let's see when I divide the 9740 divided 1000. I notice that here in the number I have a zero that should fly with a first or the first zero from the 1000. That means here one zero fly with the other one first zero from the thousand. That will give me 974 divided 100. That means I should put a decimal here. It's a whole number by 100. That means the point or the decimal point should put it after two places from moving from the right hand side toward the left hand side. That means I'm gonna put it after the 4 and the 7. It will be 9.74 liters.